On the 15th of November 2023, news started to spread concerning the passing of Nigerian rapper, singer, and songwriter Oladips. Videos and posts began to circulate about what may have happened, especially a few days before his passing. Apparently, he had made a post that he wasn't doing too well and that he needed his fans to pray for him. In the comment section, people were saying that he was just chasing clout and nobody should take him serious. And this created a lot of back and forth between commenters. Some were wondering why would he make such a post. Now, fast forward the day after, November 14th, news started to spread that he passed on. Obviously, this drew a lot of sympathy from fans of Afrobeat and the general public. The next day, a video of a new song he released called Die Young started to spread, and in the video, he talks about how he prays to get his flowers when he's still alive and that he should live long and enjoy the fruit of his labor, which made his death quite poetic because somebody singing a song called Die Young then dies not long after. So obviously, this created a lot of sympathy and reaction from the public. Now, a day after his passing, news now comes out again that he was still alive. The news actually came from a close friend of his. I think he posted it on Instagram where he said Oladips is still alive and he just finished eating rice and turkey, and that when his album gets to number 1, he's going to set up ring light and offer an apology. Now, this post actually created a lot of confusion because the passing of a young musician always creates a lot of sympathy, especially the fact that Mohbad just died less than 2 months ago. So even though a lot of people were not really messing with his music, the fact that a young person would pass at such a young age would always create reaction. And people were saying that, RIP, young legend, all kinds of messages. Now, obviously, it has become news that he faked his death, and all that initial sympathy has turned to anger towards him. A lot of people have started to lambast him and react very angrily, saying that why would he toy with the emotions of others just because he wants to release an album. But all these actions that he played and the whole incident has raised important questions about the ethics of faking one's death. Hi everyone, my name is Kola and welcome to the Soul of Afropop. And in this particular video, I'm going to be talking about whether it is okay to fake your death to get attention and whether it can actually work. If you like contents related to the psychology of music and pop culture, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. Thank you. News about Oladips faking his death has caused a lot of reactions online and in the real world. Some people are enraged, some are happy that he's just alive, while some are making light of this particular situation. In fact, I saw a tweet where somebody wrote that Oladips is lucky that Mohbad's father isn't his father. If not, they would have buried him very sharply. So let's just thank God for that. But across the board, most people are actually angry that he played with their emotions just so that he can draw attention to his new album. But the thing is that he is not the first person that has done such a thing and seemed to get away with it. In 2015, the music industry was thrown into confusion when news of the passing of Skibii came to light. Barely 24 hours after the singer was said to have slumped, his management, 5-Star Music, released a statement saying that he only passed out for a few hours and that he had been revived. 4 years after the hoax, Skibii came out to clear the air on the confusion as he revealed that he did fake his death in 2015 because people were not appreciating his music and he was forced to do something that would literally evoke emotions and make him popular. He said that he faked his death because he was ready for everything, but people were never seeing the beauty in his music. Now, it's been so many years since he did what he did, and we can say that it did not really work. He may have had a few hits like Sensima and Bad Boy with Davido, but he has not been able to develop that cult following and that impact that maybe he wanted. Although I don't really know, because I think all he wanted was to just become popular and get fame so that he can promote his music and people can be talking about him. Which to me, it seems a bit lame, but he did what he did and let's just say that he was a bit successful. The question now is, why would somebody want to fake their own death? Historically, many people have tried to fake their death. Sometimes some people are trying to fake their death to run away from their past, maybe a life of crime, or whether it's an abusive environment, regret for some behaviors that they can't deal with anymore, or financial reasons, or maybe a musician or a famous person trying to run away from stardom. But in this particular case, the friend of Oladips said that he wanted the album to actually go number one, then he will come out and offer an apology, which suggests to me that the reason why he was doing this was because he wanted to become famous. He wanted to use the attention from death to actually create engagement so that people can listen to his album, which I think is very emotionally manipulative and very desperate, weak. It just is not a very good marketing strategy in the long run, because people always see him as a victim, especially for a rapper who wants to appear strong. This whole thing just makes him seem weak and desperate. And the fact that he has cried wolf. If tomorrow in the future he comes out and says that he's in trouble or he needs help, nobody will ever take him serious. The same thing with Skibii. If tomorrow anything happens to Skibii, nobody will take him serious. And he will always be remembered as somebody that faked his death, especially to get attention, to get fame. His friend that broke the news that Oladips was still alive sounded very bitter himself when he created a video saying that he had never seen this much engagement. That is it because he said that Oladips was alive, that people now are now engaging with him, and that he had left Instagram 5 times and nobody checked up on him. That people do not check up on musicians, that nobody cares about anybody, and that people should check up on him, which to me seemed like a lot of entitlement. It suggests a very powerful entitlement mentality, because that is not how the market works. That is not how the real world works. Nobody cares about you. Unless you are dropping the hottest shit, nobody cares. Everybody has their own problem in life. So to be saying that people should check up on you because you are a musician, like, guy, grow up. The only time that people will check up on you is when you are creating value. If you create the right amount of value, people will bring money or attention or whatever exchange that they can exchange for that value. But to say that people will check up on you just because you are a rapper or you are a musician, like, if they even check it, you will see that the guy doesn't check up on anybody. Now, that's just me just speculating, but that behavior whereby he's saying that people should check up on him or other musicians, that is only when they die that people start giving them a flower. And he was even talking in a very disrespectful, rude manner, which rubbed me the wrong way, because, as I said before, it just suggests this powerful sense of entitlement. Nobody cares. Even the Oladips music, before this whole faking, yes, some of the music are okay, but even after death, his death will not make the music sound better. His death will not make his album sound better. Now he has done it. He wants people to go and check his album. So many people have said that they will never stream the album. In fact, even some people are going as far as saying that they should go and report to iTunes and all that, which is not necessary. Personally, I'm happy that he's alive. But the fact that he orchestrated all this madness just to get attention seems very pathetic, and it screams of somebody with a very powerful victim mindset, and is emotionally manipulative. He's a narcissist, because he presented the idea that he was sick, he doesn't want to die young, and all that is just because he wants people to get attention. And he even was campaigning heavily for Mohbad. In fact, by the time the whole hoax started, it was Mohbad's picture that was his DP, which made the whole thing even more poetic and drew more people in, only for us to now later find out that my brethren here is just trying to evoke emotion so that we can go and stream his album. One thing I've noticed about this guy is that he's playing too much with death. The song he sang, Die Young, if you think that one is bad, you need to go and see the song before that one, which was the Conversation with the Grim Reaper. When I heard that song, I'm like, this bro is going crazy. This song, very dark shit. Very, like, I don't know what may have possessed him to sing such a song. in the song, he was suggesting that his father just passed and that death takes the wrong people and all that. And he even said, "Fuck you" to death. And my brother here is really playing with death at this point, because he sang such a song. He now sang that young. He now gave people the impression that he has died, only for him to come back, and all that is just because of he wants people to stream his album. Oladips is really playing with fire at this point, and I really pray that he reflects on his actions and he finds forgiveness in himself and in the public, because personally, all this to me, he has damaged his brand. I don't think anybody will want to sign him or call him unless he can come up with a monster hit that will just defy all the odds. If people wanted to even pity him before, now they're not even going to pity him. The organizers of shows will not call him. The record labels, everybody will just stay clear of him. That thing he really wanted, he's going to lose it. Unless he can come up with a monster mega hit that undeniably is a banger, like what happened with Skibii, with Sensima and the baddest boy with David. Unless he can do that, nobody is going to touch with him. So basically, what he think he was trying to do, he has basically messed it up. To me, all this just seemed as if he was envious of the numbers Mohbad was getting because he died, which is very twisted. It just seems like a very twisted way of seeing the world. Somebody died, and you want what he got, so you now try to do the same thing. So I don't know. I feel like this is very messed up, and if he ever gets to watch this video, I feel like you should just forgive yourself. And because if you say you want to ask the audience to forgive you, I don't think you should do that. I think you should just focus on your life and just learn a different trade. It's not by force that you must blow in music. That's one problem that made him even do this type of nonsense. That belief that I must blow in music, it's a lie. Me, I was popular in a different trade some years ago, and as time went on, it wasn't going so well. And after some time, I decided to learn different things. See me today now. I'm making content here. I'm making YouTube content. This is something that I was not doing 2 years ago. And as time goes on, I will keep learning and evolving. So the idea that you must blow in one particular thing will only hold you down. If you are lucky, you might blow. But even if you blow, do you know how many years most musicians, their lifespan is? 3 years, 4 years. It's only those that the 1%, the David, the Whiskey, the Burna Boy, that usually stay for long. So my own suggestion to him is that he should just learn something. He should go and learn coding. He should go and learn writing. He should go and learn, because if it's this music thing, my guy should just forget it. Unless he's really passionate, and if he drops a hit, people will still fuck with it. But he will always be remembered as the person that faked his death. So I hope you liked what you heard in this particular content. I hope you enjoy my new style of delivery. I'm sure you would have noticed, if you watch my previous videos, you'll notice that there's a way I'm delivering my content now, and I hope you enjoy it. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment so that I know that you are with me. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and don't fake your death. Bye.